So see this. So we have there are two kinds of estimates: point estimate and interval estimate. Okay. So a point estimate of a population parameter is a single value of a statistic. Okay. An interval estimate is defined by two numbers between which a population parameter is said to lie. For example, x bar is in between a and b. Is an interval estimate of the population mean. Okay, so interval estimation can be computed through different ways. Through confidence interval, which is called as a frequent test method. Other one is called credible intervals, which is called as a Bayesian method. See, statistics are also different types: Bayesian statistics, frequent test statistics, and so because they are depending upon probabilities. Probabilities are also based on frequency distributions and Bayesian distribution. Bayesian statistics is all about beliefs. Okay, see, if you are tossing a coin, you will assign the probability of 0.5 for getting head, 0.5 for the getting tail. Okay, for unbiasedness. Or other way of doing is you make it 100 trials. Out of 100 trials, if you observe that 60 times head is coming, 40 times tail is coming, means so that is a frequency, right? So out of 100, 60 times 60 is the frequency we are getting head, means you may assign 0.6 for the getting head, 0.4 for the getting tail. Okay, so you can assign the probability based on the frequency also. Okay, so the rest of the theory developed because depending on those frequency values is said to be frequency uh, probability, frequentist probability. Okay, Bayesian probability is about beliefs. Okay, I believe that the probability of getting head is 0.52. That is my belief. Okay, whether you believe it or not, my belief that I believe that it is slightly higher than the tail occurrence. So I will assign probability to head is 0.52, probability for tail is 0.48. Okay, so if you are doing probability or some other calculations based on your beliefs, okay, that kind of statistics is called Bayesian statistics. Okay, so corresponding to Bayesian way, if you are finding the intervals, those intervals are called credible intervals. Corresponding to frequentist probability, if you are finding the intervals to estimate the population parameter, okay, which contains they are called confidence intervals. So this is our point of interest. Okay, so we are trying to find out confidence interval for the population parameter through sample statistic. Okay, we are trying to find out the confidence interval for the population parameter. Okay, that population parameter can be mean or any other thing. Okay, so this confidence interval depends upon three things. This confidence interval, how to compute this confidence interval? You can compute this confidence interval with the help of confidence level, statistic, and margin of error. Using these three things, we are going to find out the confidence interval. How to find out the confidence interval of a statistic? Sample statistics plus or minus margin of error. Sample statistic plus or minus margin of error. What is this called? Margin of error. What kind of error I said earlier? Standard error. Standard error is different from margin of error. What do you mean by standard error? You please tell me. What do you mean by standard error? Standard deviation of
Sampling distribution.
standard deviation of standard deviation of sampling distribution of a statistic. You take any statistic, compute it's a sampling distribution. So once you have the sampling distribution of a statistic, to that sampling distribution you compute the standard deviation. That standard deviation is called standard error. Okay, standard deviation of the sampling distribution of any statistic is said to be the sampling error. Yeah, sorry, standard error. Okay, so sigma, you can have sigma x bar. Sigma x bar is a standard deviation of sampling distribution of sample mean. Like that, sigma x bar, sigma s square, sigma s, all those things we discussed. Okay, now so sample statistic means it can be it can be sample mean, it can be sample variance, or it can be sample standard deviation, it can be sample proportion. What is a sample proportion? I'll tell you later. So it is a numerical characteristics of a sample. You know about this statistic. So only thing you want to know, what is margin of error. Okay. Okay, so how to compute this margin of error? Okay, this margin of error. Okay, so this margin of error is computed like this: critical value into standard error. Margin of error is nothing but critical value into standard error. And just now you told about standard error. You know how to compute the standard error. If you want to compute the standard error, just compute the standard deviation of the uh, sampling distribution of the statistic. Okay, so you know how to compute the standard error. Now you just want to know how to compute the critical value. What do you mean by critical value, or what is the notation that we are going to use to compute the critical value? Remember, at present, our point of discussion is all about large samples only. Our point of discussion is all about large samples. Now, if you know, if you can understand what is critical value, then everything is clear. We are ready to find out the confidence interval. So, critical values are denoted with generally for large sample, they are denoted with Z alpha by 2. Small sample, they are denoted with T alpha by 2. I'll come back to small samples later. At present, you concentrate only on large sample. That means the notation that we are going to use to compute the critical value is Z alpha by 2. Now the point is, what is this alpha? What is this alpha? Okay, so this alpha is nothing but this alpha is nothing but this alpha is called significant level or level of significance. Remember, what is this alpha called? Level of significance. Okay, and this is nothing but the probability. This is nothing but the probability. If I say 95% confidence level, if I say 95% confidence level, then what is alpha? If I say 95% means to see the formula here, 95 alpha equal 1 minus confidence level by 100. If I say 95% confidence level is 95. 95 by 100 means what? 0.95. 1 minus 0.95 is how much? 0.05.
0.05.
0.05. That means what? 0.05 is nothing but 5%. What is 5%? 100% minus confidence level. Am I right? When I say 95% is the confidence level, remaining 5% is called level of significance. Instead of saying 5%, you talk in terms of numbers. 5% is equal to 0.05. So if I say 98% is my confidence level, then what is your level of significance?
0.02.
0.02. Because when I said 98%, level of significance is 2%. 2% is how much? 0.02. If I say 99% confidence level, then what is level of significance?
0.01.
0.01. Now, do you understand the difference between confidence level and level of significance?
Yes.
Confidence
Yes, sir.
level of significance. When I say confidence level is alpha percent. Okay. Then what is if I say level of significance is alpha percent, then what is confidence level?
100 minus
100 minus 1 minus alpha percent. No? Okay. 100 minus alpha percent, right? If I say percent, okay. So if I say 5%, it is going to be 100 minus 5%. That is what is it? 95%. But if I say alpha, Instead of a percentage, if I say only alpha, if I say 0.05, how do you find out this one? 0.05. First you have to multiply this 0.0. First you have to multiply this 0.05 with
100.
100 and then subtract from 100.
Add
Subtract from 100%.
And might again put percentage. Instead of doing all those things, what you can do? First you subtract this 0.05 from 1. You subtract 0.05 from 1. Then how much you will get?
0.0.
0.95. Then simply multiply 0.95 with 100. Then what do you get?
95.
95%.
95%.
So if I give you alpha, then how do you say confidence level? If I give you significance level alpha, how do you get the confidence level? 1 minus alpha into 100%.
100.
1 minus alpha into 100% is a notation for confidence level. Alpha is the level of significance. Alpha is the level of significance. If I say 0.02, 1 minus 0.02 into 100% is the confidence level. That means 0.02 means 1 minus 0.02 means 0.98. 0.98 into 100 means 98% is the confidence level. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now when this is alpha, then what is this? Alpha by 2.
Alpha by 2.
So when I say alpha is 0.02, when I say alpha is 0.02, then what is alpha by 2?
0.01.
0.01. You just make into two equal parts. You just make into two equal parts. They are alpha by 2 and alpha by 2. Okay. Then what is this z alpha by 2 corresponding to alpha by 2? What is this z alpha by 2 corresponding to this alpha by 2? What is the name I used for z alpha by 2? What is z alpha by 2 is called?
Critical value.
Critical value. Z alpha by 2 is called critical value. What is alpha called?
Level of
Level of significance. Alpha is called level of significance. What is 1 minus alpha into 100% is called?
Confidence.
Confidence level. Now you
Confidence
understand
level.
the terminology? Critical value, level of significance,
confidence.
confidence level. Critical value is denoted with Z alpha by 2. Alpha is the level of significance, and 1 minus alpha into 100% is the
Confidence.
confidence level. Is that okay? Now the point is how to compute this Z alpha by 2. How to compute this critical value? Okay, so that I am going to show you now. Okay, so we are about to know how to compute the critical value. How to compute the critical value. Okay. So I want to know critical value. Okay, how to compute? How to compute critical value Z alpha. So you tell me some alpha value. What is alpha called?
Level of significance.
You tell me some alpha value.
0.04.
0.04. Okay. Then what is alpha by 2?
0.02.
0.02.
0.02. Is that okay? Now, you know about the standard normal curve, right? You know about the standard normal curve. It is something like this. So critical value Z alpha by 2 is a point such that this is called Z alpha by 2. Why I am calling it as Z alpha by 2? Because the area to the right of this z alpha by 2 should be alpha by 2. Do you understand? So critical value is a point, is a z score, where the area to the right of the z score is going to be alpha by 2. Whatever the index you write down here, that much of the area should be there to the right of this point. Is it clear? So then what will be the notation I'm going to use for this? If this is alpha by 2, this is also,
Alpha by 2.
then what is the notation? What is this point called?
Minus Z.
Minus z alpha by 2. Because for a standard normal curve it is 0. Anything right side of 0 is positive, anything left side of 0 is negative. And you know this curve is symmetric. So if you say 2 minus 2, if you say 1.7 minus 1.7 and so on. Is it okay? Now we want this area to be 0.02. Because you said alpha is 0.04, therefore this area has to be 0.02. When this area is 0.02, then what will be this area?
0.5 minus.
0.5 minus 0.02.
0.48.
0.48.
0.48. So this area is 0.48. 0.48 is nothing but 0.4800. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Now why do I want to subtract this area from 0.5? Because I want to find out the critical value. How do you find out the critical value? Through the right tail area or through this left area? I can see the distribution table only from the area from 0 to z score, no?
Right
Correspond
side.
standard distribution table will give the information about z corresponding to the area or area corresponding to z. Both vice versa you can do it, right? Now corresponding to this area, you find out the corresponding z score. Now look at the standard distribution table.
2.05.
Uh, 0.4800 we want. Where is
2.05 and anything.
48 here we have to see. We have to see here 0.4800 where to which area it is closer? 4798 or 4803?
03.
4898 no, only 2 units.
Yes, sir. 4798.
So 4798 it is closer. So what is the corresponding value? 2.0
2.0.
0 1 2 3
5.
4 5. So 2.05. Is this clear?
Yes.
So when alpha by 2, okay, so when alpha by 2 equal to 0.02, this implies that z alpha by 2 is equal to how much we got? 2.0.
2.05.
This implies that what are the critical values? Plus or minus z alpha by 2 equal to plus or minus 2.05. Okay. So this is a 2.05. Now do you understand how to compute critical value?
Yes, sir.
For the entire decision theory, okay, for 2 units you will be frequently computing this critical values only. Okay, the entire calculation depends upon the critical value. If you are unless you are good at finding the critical value, you cannot proceed further. Okay, so let us find out critical values for 2 more examples. Now you took alpha equal to 0.04, no? Now let us take alpha equal to 0. Sorry, this is alpha by 2. Do you agree? There is a mistake. This is alpha by 2, right? Can you see that? Alpha equal to 0.04. Let us find out two more. Alpha equal to 0.05. Then what is alpha by 2? 0.025. Okay. Now draw a rough sketch. Okay. 0.025 means what should be this area? Z alpha by 2. This is minus Z alpha by 2. So what should be this area? 0.025. So what is the remaining part of the area? 0.5 minus 0.25 means 0.025 how much? 0.475. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? Is it 0.5 minus 0.025 is 0.475?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So just look at the 0.4750. Where is this 0.47? Oh, exactly 0.4750. I'm able to find out. What is it? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.96. Can you see that? 1.96. So 1.96. So what are the critical values means? Plus or minus Z alpha by 2 will plus or minus 1.96. Is this clear? Let me find out one more. So that means first one you computed for how much confidence level? These are the critical values for the confidence level. How much? How much confidence level for case 1? Case 1, 96%. For case 2, 95% confidence level. Okay. So what is confidence level? Confidence level. Confidence level equal to 1 minus alpha into 100%. 100%. In this case, 1 minus 0.05 into 100% equal to 0.95 into 100% equal to 95%. So confidence level is 1 minus alpha into 100%. Is that okay? What is the third one? Alpha equal to 0.01 we say. That means what is my confidence level?
99.
99% confidence level.
99%.
Okay, so what is alpha by 2? 0.005. Okay, 0.005 means almost very less. So somewhere here Z alpha by 2. So what is this value? Alpha by 2 equal to 0.005. So what is this value means? Zero point
495.
495.
0.495. 495 means 4950. Okay, so this implies that Z alpha by 2 is equal to 0.4950. Where is this 4950? Where should I see? 4950. See here. Now you see 0.4950. Where it is?
2.57.
Exactly in the middle of these two. 0.4950 exactly in the middle of these two areas. So I have to take the average of these two Z scores. What is it Z score? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2.57 and 2.58 average. What is the average of 2.57 and 2.58?
2.575.
2.575.
2.575. So what are the critical values means? Plus or minus z alpha by 2. You may say plus or minus 2.575. They are the critical values. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now everything is known to you. Okay. Now you know how to compute the what is it? Critical value. You know how to compute the standard error. Okay. Now you know how to compute the sample statistic. You combine all these things, you will get the what is it? Confidence interval. So what the confidence interval? We'll quickly see one example and get the complete understanding about this. Okay. Now see the first problem. Assuming that don't write, just listen. Assuming that the population standard deviation is 0.3. So what is given? First
Standard
problem.
deviation of
Population. So what is population standard deviation notation?
Sig.
So sigma is given. Sigma is known, right? 0.3. Calculate 95% confidence interval. Two problems are there. One is to find out 95% confidence interval. Other one is to find out 99% confidence interval. Let us compute 95% confidence interval for first. Calculate 95% confidence interval for the mean lead concentration in a river. Okay. They want to know how pollute a river is. Okay. They will measure by collecting the by measuring the lead concentration that is there in the river. Okay. So entire river mean you cannot find out. So they are taking different samples and they are trying to predict the mean lead concentration of a river by taking the samples at different locations. Okay. For the mean lead concentration in a river, okay, if the mean lead concentration recovered from a sample of lead measurement in 36 different locations is 2.6 grams per milliliter. So what is the sample size? Is it large sample or small sample?
large sample.
Large sample. Okay.
Lots of
Large sample is given. So you're asked to find out. Okay. So what is the point? It is the point is about it is about no, it is not right. No, right. So the point is about to find 95%. To find 95% confidence interval. CI for confidence interval for population mean. What is the notation for population mean?
It's
Population mean notation.
mu.
Mu.
Mhm.
To find out the 95% confidence interval for mu. Okay. So what is the formula for 95% confidence interval for mu? Equal to, what is the formula written? Sample statistic plus or minus
Marginal.
margin of error. Marginal error. Is that okay? So this 95% is nothing but 1 minus alpha into 100%. Is it okay? Now, what is sample statistics here? What is our sample? This is population parameter. Corresponding to population parameter, what is the sample statistic you have?
Mu X bar.
See, this is for mean of population. What is the notation for mean of sample? Sample statistic. X bar. Why you are talking about mu X bar? Mu X bar is the mean of the sampling distribution of sample mean. Am I talking about that? So what is X bar given? 2.6.
6. 2.6.
So what is marginal error formula? What is the formula? Critical value into
Standard error.
standard error. What is critical value notation? What is the critical values notation? Z alpha by 2 into what is standard error corresponding to X bar? Standard deviation of sampling distribution of mean. That is called standard error, no? Is it okay? This is into. Remember, don't confuse with this. This is into. Okay. So what is Z alpha by 2 into what is the formula for sigma X bar?
Sigma by
Sigma by
Sigma by
Root n.
That is what we know, right? Is sigma given? Now what is Z alpha by 2? Now already we computed. What is Z alpha by 2 for 95%?
1.96.
1.96. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So 1.96. Sorry. So this is just 2 minutes. So 1.96 into sigma is given. How much is given? 0.3 divided by root of 36. Quickly compute 1.96 into 0.3 by 6. Please use your calculator.
0.098.
0.098. Therefore, what is the confidence interval? X bar plus or minus Z alpha by 2 into sigma by root n. So this is X bar is how much? 2.6 plus or minus 0.098. Now compute these values.
3.58 for positive.
2.698.
First one.
2.698.
2.698 for positive.
0.698 is upper limit. Lower limit?
2.502.
502. This is called 95% confidence interval for the true population mean. Is this clear to you? How to compute? Similarly, you can compute 99% confidence interval. Is that okay? So remaining discussion we'll see in the tomorrow's class. Do you understand the whole procedure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Let me take the attendance. Please stay back. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.